I used to suffer from migraines. Not headaches, not bad headaches, not even severe headaches. Migraines. Shocking, excruciating, life-denying, throbbing, horrible migraines. The kind of pain that frequently made my eyes water, if not cry. The kind of pain that drove me to my bed, my place to hide away, to escape from the world and soak in the torment that was my regular migraine attack. My migraine history wasn't much different from many other people's. They started off bad, then over time they got worse. At first, they were throbbing pains on one side of my head. Sometimes they were not too awful. Occasionally they were manageable. As months and then years rolled by, they steadily worsened. They became more frequent. They also lasted longer. When they first started, they'd be over by the next day. But they eventually ran into more than 2 days. And those 2-day migraine attacks disrupted so much in my life. As time wore on, my neck began to hurt. My sensitivity to light and noise became more acute. Originally, I would sleep the migraine out in my own bed. But as they worsened, even the slightest sound my partner made caused me pain. In the end, at the onset of a migraine, I had to retreat to our second bedroom, to be alone and away from everyone and everything. Another thing, I'd always felt nausea with my migraines, but that nausea eventually became actual vomiting. Nobody likes being sick, but I really, really hated it. Strangely, of all the horrible symptoms of my migraines, it's the fact that I'm no longer sick that makes me most happy. Migraines changed my life. As my migraines became worse, my life also changed as a result. At first, when they had been less severe, I had simply dealt with them as they arose. As the migraine wore on, I would shut myself away in our spare bedroom, close the door, pull the curtains, and almost literally hide under my duvet. I'd close my eyes and try to will the pain away. The onset of the migraine slowed me down. The migraine itself more or less rendered me useless, and the day or two afterward left me drained, sluggish, and deflated. Those headaches robbed me of 3 or 4 days of life. The things I couldn't do, the plans I had to suddenly cancel. But I quickly found it wasn't just the migraine itself that affected my life. The fear of them, the realization that they could hit me at any time, influenced so many of my plans and my actions. A simple example. I couldn't take a job where I had to be alert and on my toes all day, or where I would be dealing with customers. It had to be a job where, putting it bluntly, I could be quite ill from time to time, and then make up for the lost work hours in my own time. After all, who would hire me if my migraine actively hurt their business? The sheer unpredictability of my migraines made even the most ordinary things difficult. I could drive short distances, but longer distances always created a problem. What if I became ill at the other end of my journey? Who would I call to pick me up? And my car? My productivity, both in my personal and work life, was heavily knocked by my migraines. At times, I simply couldn't do a thing for myself or for anyone else. One of the worst things about migraines occurs when you're not even experiencing one. It's the fear of them, because just not knowing when to expect the next attack, wondering if a migraine will suddenly pop up and ruin a busy day at work, a trip to the cinema, or a social gathering with friends. The mental effort of dealing with background worries about when it will strike next was exhausting in itself. Those years of suffering migraines were difficult years indeed. I don't miss them. So many migraine remedies, but so little success. They'll work. If within 60 days of purchasing the program you are not rid of your migraine misery, then he'll give you your money back. No questions asked. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Something extra. I told you earlier that I first heard of Christian Goodman when I bought his Migraine Triggers Guide. Following his advice, I uncovered at least 2 major triggers for my migraines, and probably a third. Cheese, of all things. Managing those triggers helped me reduce my migraine attacks from 2 days or more to little more than a day, and their intensity reduced with it. You might want to address your triggers while you wait for the migraine exercises to take effect. The guide cost me $97. Today you can have a copy for free. It'll come automatically when you order your copy of the Migraine and Headache program. This is a limited offer. Best to act now so you don't miss out. So, how about you? I don't know how long you've suffered with your migraines. Maybe it's reached the point of being truly awful and life-destroying. Possibly, like I once was, you are fearful of the next attack, anxious about how it will disrupt whatever you're doing at the time, nervous about how you'll cope. But hopefully it hasn't reached that stage yet, which means you can tackle it before it does. Get your copy of Christian Goodman's Migraine and Headache program now. It costs the same as a typical month's migraine meds, but works forever. And unlike your meds, this program comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. Click the link below to get your guide and your free bonus trigger guide. Nothing will change until you get Christian's guide, but when you do, then it can all change. And it can change quickly and beyond recognition, as I found out for myself. Remember, these exercises are devised around sound medical principles. There's nothing mysterious about them, but the effects are truly out of this world. Your copy of the guide is here, and you'll get Christian's Triggers bonus too. It will be with you in minutes, so click the link below to not miss out. You've tried the standard remedies, and my guess is they're having little effect or no effect. Certainly they're not doing the job you want them to do. You wouldn't be here searching for migraine remedies if you were truly satisfied. And that's the experience that too many of us have. That's how it was for me once upon a time. But I had a stroke of luck and found my lifelong cure. Let's see if it's your lifelong cure too. Get the program now. Get the bonus now. And get your money back if they don't work. You deserve this. You need it. Putting it off won't solve a thing. Be good to yourself. Click below and start your